You know, fuck you, YouTube. You fucked up my video last time I recorded it. Anyway, Sean here. I'm here to talk about the Captain America trailer. The trailer that everyone's talking about right now. It was released sometime last night from, well, it would have been early hours in this morning for me. I've just sat down and watched it. I wanted to let you know my thoughts. First off, the trailer looks pretty awesome. Much better than Thor. In the realms of the Iron Man 2 trailer, is in that I'm very wary of the way that the trailer's presenting himself. I don't know how much of the film is Steve Rogers non-captain and Steve Rogers captain. It seems half and half. Who knows? I would say probably the first 20 minutes he won't be Captain America. Anyway, I've had some concerns of Captain America lately. Now, these aren't concerns that have just, come up out of the blue. These are concerns I've always had of Captain America, of how I've been very wary about the film, despite how excited I am about the film, simply because I was very excited for Thor, and then I saw the trailer, and then I was not so excited. Captain America, my first concern, director, Joe Johnston. Now, as far as I'm concerned, my personal opinion that Joe Johnston's only ever made 2 really good films. One of them really great films, and one of them just a really good film. The first one being his directorial debut, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, in 1989. Now, I think that Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is an excellent family movie, holds up today to the standards of family movies today, even going beyond most of the family movies made today. It's very funny, very well directed, very well crafted. The Rocketeer, which was his second movie, made in 1991. One of my favourite movies as a child, growing up, and even today. I probably still watch that film anytime it's on TV, or just when I just really want to watch an enjoyable movie. I like the way the Rocketeer, the world that the Rocketeer set in, the sort of 30s, 40s serial TV, sort of serial world. The visual effects of the Rocketeer were very good for the day. I remember watching tons of documentaries about the Rocketeer. Rocketeer should be released on Blu-ray with some fucking awesome extras sometime soon. After that, Joe Johnston films seem to not get any better and only seem to go backwards. The Pagemaster of Macaulay Culkin was not very good. I think he did some Young Indiana Jones stuff. I've only watched like 2 Young Indiana Jones. It's not a very good series. October Sky, Jumanji. Jumanji back in the day was a very good film, but then Zathura came out, and that's a much better film. Jurassic Park 3, I still think Jurassic Park 2 is better. Hidalgo, which was kind of his attempt to make an Indiana Jones movie with Hugh Jackman, just didn't work. And The Wolfman, which was last year's big sort of boo-ha, if you want. Everyone just pissed all over the Wolfman movie. Even though I thought the transformation in the Wolfman was very good. That was about it. My other concerns. Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely. I keep saying his name wrong. Stephen McFeely. These are the 2 guys that have written the Chronicles of Narnia movies. And although I really enjoyed the first Chronicles of Narnia film, I felt that the other 2 kind of fell apart, and they lost a lot of their potency in terms of character development and story arcs. And some of the times the dialogue was just really, really bad. Now, you could blame that on the source, but maybe the screenwriter should have done something about it. Those, I don't know who I would have personally brought in. Maybe they have written a really good script, and Marvel own the property. They know what they're doing, right? Those are really my only concerns. I still think the trailer looks very good. We get only flashes of scenes, some of them being big set pieces. I like the look of Chris Evans, especially in the suit. He bulks up really well. I like when we see him as the sort of small, skinny guy, when he's like Steve Rogers before Captain. I would have liked to see more of Hugo Weaving as Johann Schmidt. Not necessarily as Red Skull, I saw a scene last year with Johann Schmidt getting the Cosmic Cube and spewing some dialogue. That would have been very good dialogue to keep in the trailer. You know, that scene. Those people who are Empire Movie Con know what I'm talking about. Tommy Lee Jones as Colonel Phillips. He looks pretty awesome, right? But it's Tommy Lee Jones. He's always going to be awesome. Stanley Tucci as Abraham Erskine is the professor who comes up with the serum, along with Dominic Cooper, who plays Howard Stark, Tony Stark's father, you know, Stark Industries, all that. It's cool that Marvel are creating this universe that exists in their comics, in the movies. You don't really see DC doing that a lot lately. Hayley Atwell as Peggy Carter. She looks every inch of the pin-up girl that she should look like. Peggy Carter is pretty important in the Captain America mythology, so it's really cool that they got someone who really looks like she's going to embody that character. And yeah, I'm just trying to think who the other guy was. Sebastian Stan as James Bucky Barnes. Now Bucky is probably my favorite character in the comic books of Captain America, and I think he looks a little bit big for Bucky, Sebastian Stan, and we only really see him in a few scenes, which I was a bit disappointed with. But I don't know if he's going to be a main player in this. Neil McDonough. I didn't see Neil McDonough as Dum Dum Dugan. Did I miss him? Like, did you see him? Maybe I did. I'm going to watch the trailer again. Maybe I did miss him, but I was really looking forward to seeing him as Dum Dum Dugan, which would be cool. Yeah, so, you know, the actors I'm cool with, the scenes and the dialogue. I mean, we only hear a bit of dialogue, really, from Tommy Lee Jones, and a couple of bits from Erskine. You know, there's not much to really go on. In terms of a trailer, it works really, really well. It's a really nice, well laid out trailer, much better than Thor. One of my other concerns that might not concern anyone else but me is the 3D aspect. Now, as far as I know, this wasn't shot in 3D, and none of the scenes were actually shot in 3D. My personal view on 3D is that if it's not shot in 3D, don't present it in 3D. I hopefully will find a cinema playing the 2D version, because I don't do 3D, especially if it's animated films. And Avatar I did in 3D, and it costs too much money. I have to wear stupid glasses all the way through the film, unless you're watching Justin Bieber's Never Say Never, and you can take off the glasses until concert footage comes back on. Then you put on the glasses to watch that shit in 3D. However, I think everyone's going to be pushing this 3D thing, and I watched a trailer in 2D, it looks fine. I don't know. I could waste another 10 minutes just banging on about 3D anyway. So, Captain America trailer. What did you think?